Good morning, and thank you for joining us for a very special Military Monday. Losing a brother is never easy. The pain is tremendous, the sorrow can be overwhelming. The attempt to control the flood of emotions and thoughts seems the same as trying to stop a river from flowing with nothing more than your bare hands. When men and women serve in our armed forces of any branch, we have a common bond. You become part of a family. You never even have to have met the person, but you feel the loss all the same. Today, we want to honor the life and legacy of Mark Lee Hart, also known as Luke, or Preacher. Heaven opened up its gates on Friday, October 9th of this year, and received a man that lived a life of service here on earth. Mark was born January 14, 1967 in Bangor, Maine, and served in the Air Force from 87 to 96. Along his journey in the Air Force, he met and married his beautiful bride of 31 years, Mary Jane Hart. They had two beautiful boys, Malachi and Jacob, and lived in Fort Worth, Texas. Preacher worked as an Op-4 in the Air Force, testing base and flight line security, often a surprise to the poor bastards standing a post. He met Jane here in Texas while he was based at the Joint Base in Fort Worth. She was a source of strength and support for him, moving to Japan with him. Jane currently works for the post office in Fort Worth. He was an avid wrestler and would often offer to show the young boys his prowess at the sport. Preacher left a legacy of ensuring he prioritized family first and ensured that we all live by the motto, faith, family, work, then Motorcycle Club. Preacher was the president of the Rudirarus Motorcycle Club in the Deplorables chapter, a small but impactful club made of great men that have served this country in local communities through military service and service as first responders. Preacher was a man among men. Anyone who knew him respected him and most looked up to him. He worked in the civilian world as a professional trainer and speaker. He was a natural teacher. His best friend and Air Force buddy mentioned this in his eulogy. The old commercial that said, "When E.F. Hutton speaks, people listen," should have said, "Mark Hart, not E.F. Hutton." It couldn't be more true. One of his brothers, Caveman, stated this to me. As I read through Facebook posts and spoke with others this past Saturday, I often heard the words Superman, born leader, great listener, amazing, great friend. Almost all in attendance called him family or brother, although very few were by blood. Preacher had pancreatic cancer, which he fought valiantly over the last year. Over the course of that year, Preacher had so many people who loved and cared for him come by the house and see him and his wife Jane. His impact and influence was vast, and he changed and improved the lives of so many people. They traveled from out of state to show their love and support to a man they loved and admired. We don't know God's plan for us. We don't have the ability to comprehend why He gives us the challenges that we face while on earth, like fighting cancer. What we can try and take comfort in is that His plan is perfect. His timing is perfect, and one day we will understand. On that day, I pray we will all be as fortunate as Preacher is right this very second, to be standing in the midst of our Creator, to have heard those joyous words, "Well done, good and faithful servant." There are no words that will ever ease the pain of losing a loved one, the loss of a husband, a father, a grandfather, a brother, a mentor, and friend. What we can do is rejoice that Preacher is no longer in pain. We can honor a man that has given so much to this world, to his family, to his brothers and sisters in arms. That is not what we just intend to do, but what we will do. We will honor the last request of a great man. Preacher asked only this: "I want as many motorcycles as you can get at my funeral." So his brothers have organized an honor ride in his memory. Saturday, November 9th at 9 a.m., starting at Buc-ee's in Fort Worth, Kickstands up at 10 a.m., we will ride for about 2 hours heading north around Lake Ray Roberts and ending at the Patriot Sandwich Shop in Denton. Among many things, Preacher is a retired Air Force veteran, family man, and the list goes on and on. On this day, we are celebrating his love of motorcycles in the biker community. So please spread the word. All are welcome. Preacher, we love and miss you, and your legacy will live on through all those you loved, all those who love you, and you are never forgotten, brother. Bird's Eye View Project is proud to honor the life and service of such a great man. Our mission is to serve those who serve us, and I can think of no better way than to do this than to share Preacher's story and invite all of our incredible network of veterans and first responders to honor Preacher's last request. Thank you all for watching, and remember, love on one another, be kind to one another, and always serve those who serve us.